How's it going, YouTube? My name is Blake Yarbrough and welcome back. Today we've got an early review that I think will be one of the most coveted sneakers of the year. Now, before we get into this review, I do want to remind you, if you haven't seen my previous two videos, I did a SneakerCon video as well as a lace swap video on the Travis Scott Fragment lows. Check those two videos out. I'm doing a giveaway on the FTC Dunks right here, size 9. The winner will be announced in just a couple of weeks, so make sure you check out those videos. But today's early review, guys, is one that I think it's a banger. This shoe right here, the Nike SB Dunk Low Mummy. Now, this shoe right here is set to release, I believe, October 23rd, but as of right now, it's not on the sneakers app, so we're not really 100% sure, but it is slated, I believe, October 23rd, and this one right here is crazy. I'll show you the box real quick. There's nothing special about this box, although I would believe that a shoe like this would eventually come with a special box. So you've just got Nike SB Dunk Low Pro Premium. That's what's on the label. And then as far as the colorway goes, this is coconut milk and seafoam, which is a very interesting description, I think. And we'll just go ahead and jump right into the shoes. There's a lot of details on this sneaker. I'm going to show you every single detail we'll do on feet, and I'll try to get you some good glow in the dark shots as well. We'll start with the outsole. The outsole is all glow in the dark. It's got like this green, or I guess seafoam color to it, and then you've got like a cream or coconut's milk maybe right here in the center of the foot. Now this glows amazing. The glow is absolutely amazing. I'll show you some shots. We've taken pictures already, but this is a really great outsole, glow in the dark. Even as I think everybody gets older, glow in the dark is still cool on sneakers. I don't know why, but it is something that just like draws you into the shoe. The upper is constructed of a cream or like oatmeal color canvas. I guess that's coconut's milk, but to me I'd really call it like a oatmeal kind of color, and it's all frayed along the edges. This is a detail that I'll show you guys nice and close, but the edges are all frayed, and this is of course supposed to mimic or represent the bandages that would be used to wrap a mummy. So it's an absolutely stunning recreation, I think, as far as the story goes on these. And the most interesting part is that the canvas or the bandages actually tear away. So underneath this sneaker lies a different color. You can see little hits and hints as you peel back the edges, but it is a premium gray suede, which is what the swoosh is made out of right here. So you've got a premium gray suede on the swoosh on both sides, and that's actually what is underlying the canvas layer on top. Super, super cool. We've seen quite a few tearaway models in the past 2 years, and this one is maybe one of my favorites. I think they just really executed the storyline in the time of the year. The Halloween time is just, this is great. This is a great shoe. On the toe box of the left shoe, you've got a stitched in beetle. Very interesting touch. I think that's really cool. And then you've got that same stitching that just goes around the shoe. Now, I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a spider. I don't think it is. I think it is a beetle. At least to me, it looks like a beetle. But if it was a spider, then I guess these stitchings could represent like a spider web. Maybe that makes a little more sense, but to me, this stitching looks like a beetle. Moving up to the tongue. The tongue has got a lot of details on it, starting with the tongue tag. You've got Nike SB, but it's like dripping like green goo, and I think that looks so cool. Under that, you've got Dunk Low Pro, so Nike SB Dunk Low Pro, but the Nike SB is actually dripping. I'll flip it around to the back side, and you've got an eye right here, and then underneath this little flap, you've actually got some hieroglyphics. So this is just a shoe that comes with a ton of details. Now let's move to the insoles. Now I've got the insoles out of the shoe. I wanted to also show you these do come with a second set of laces in this bright green. This matches the outsoles and also the tongue tag very well. This pair, I've already seen people wearing this lace, or I've seen some on-foot shots. I really like this lace for an extra pop because the shoe is honestly pretty neutral, which I like that as well. So depending if you wanted to go with a neutral look like this, if you want to have a brighter pop of green, you can throw these laces in, which maybe we'll do that later in the video. But let's talk about the outsoles. The outsoles are pretty interesting. You've got two images of like toilet paper like strewn out across a yard, and then as well as like candy worms or sour worms just kind of thrown all over the place. So interesting outsole. I guess they're going with like a trick-or-treat, you know, prank type insole. And then the cool part to me is actually on the bottom side on the air unit, you've got two different images. On the left shoe, it says eek, like this, and then on this one right here, the right shoe, you've got what looks to be like a beetle or something like that on the air unit of the insoles. That is always something really cool to see when they add that extra detail that you would never know unless you took the insoles out. And then maybe people's favorite part is coming up right here on the back of the shoe. You've got two sets of eyeballs peeking out right here. This is so unique. It looks like somebody peeking out from some bandages. Really cool detail. I applaud Nike for coming up with ideas like this. Nike SB, I think, has the best details. I love Jordans and I love Nikes, but Nike SB in particular, they've got the best designs and colorways. And I'm not even an SB guy, Nick is, and I know he really wants this pair, but I just think that detail is super sick. This glows in the dark as well. We'll get you some shots of that coming up. But I think this shoe right here is easily one of the top 10 releases of the year. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my list. This is a great SB. I think it feels like an older SB, which is been kind of rare. I think the Chunky Dunkies and some of those are a little corny, but this one right here feels like it could be an instant classic. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my top 10 list. And with that, let's go ahead and throw these on feet and show you what they look like. All right, now that you guys have seen them on feet, let me know down in the comment section which lace option you like better, and do you think this is going to be one of the biggest releases of the year? I still think this is a great release from Nike SB. The green just really stands out, although I think if I had to, on a daily basis, I'd probably just rock this coconut milk pair. I just like the subtlety of that, but the green definitely pops. And there is one last thing I wanted to do. Let me get out this little tool right here. I've got an X-Acto knife, and we are going to cut a panel on this sneaker. I'm super excited to do this. I've done it on a few pairs in the past where I cut whatever is available. So this is something that I enjoy because I get to show you guys as well as see for myself. And I think the panel I'm going to cut is this toe box panel right here next to the beetle. So we will go ahead and show you this as I cut it and then show you the final results, get your final opinion, and that'll wrap up today's video. Okay, we have the panel removed. As you saw, I cut off this toe box panel. Super exciting, and it wasn't that difficult. I used an X-Acto knife, this one right here. Very sharp, you've got to be very careful, and it's not too difficult. At least I think I have a pretty good skill level. If you check out that line right there, it's pretty clean, but this looks really cool. The material underneath, like I said earlier in the video, is a gray premium suede, exactly the same as what's on the swoosh right here. So as you can see, I cut off this toe box piece. Thank you to Mo and Sneaker Knockers for letting me use this pair, not only to show you guys, but also to cut a panel. So this is super exciting. I'd love to cut a whole shoe. I think it would look really sick. Nick was talking about how it would look with the stitching just all over the shoe is how it would end up looking. I think that would be super sick. So if anybody wants to donate a pair, I'll cut the whole shoe for you, but this looks really cool. I like the way it feels. I think the all gray suede would look absolutely insane with the glow in the dark outsole. That'd look pretty cool. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. As always, I love interacting with you guys. I'd love to know your opinion and discuss this sneaker down in the comment section. And with that, that's going to wrap up today's video. Again, don't forget to check out some of my previous videos. I'm giving away a pair of FTC Dunk size 9. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram at _Blake Yarbrough. But with that, guys, thank you so much for supporting me. I appreciate it. Leave a like down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and we're on to the next sneaker.